Alright, so we left off the last episode setting up the cooling, and that's what I want to get done now. I think I recall throwing something else besides this in here. Oh, it's probably the paint. Oh well, if I lost that, not a big deal. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're going to want... How much steel do I have? Got 24 steel. I'm just going to go with straight iron pipes for this stuff. I know I'm going to need... I think I'm just going to need 6 liquid pipes. Actually, I want to make a couple extras there. No, I'll just keep with the 6. There's an easy way to do what I was just thinking, I think. Maybe. I'll just do it here. That'll be fine. It's just a little bit of iron anyway. I got tons of that. I do want a liquid utility. Because I will need to fill up some water. Water into a canister here. And hopefully I don't have to do any extra. I also want one for gas, because I'm going to have gas canisters. That's how I'm going to fill up the pipes out there. Well, some of them. I'll get to it though. Okay, that's for that. I want one gas canister. I'm going to use this to fill up. Not sure if I'll use CO2 or nitrogen. Okay, one of those, and then I want one liquid canister. I'm not worrying about smart tanks. I don't need a whole lot of pressure in these things, so I'm not going to use a regulator either. I'm just going to fill these things up, and then I'll dump it into the entire pipe network that I create out there. I'm going to use the adhesive insulation out here because, as I went into before, it's going to end up, I'll use more iron, but I'll be using half as much steel essentially. I'm just worried about, having not much steel left. I don't want to have to do another batch right now, or have to wait for everything to grow so I can do another batch. It's not going to be that much of a hassle to actually make it, but I don't think I have that much time to wait around on this cooling system. I think it's getting pretty much a must do right now. I'm going to do a full stack of this pipe just because you can never have enough pipe. It doesn't cost much iron. I've got plenty of iron. I think I got another, I got another 50 right there. I don't know if I left some in here or not. Yeah, I got a couple more stacks in there. Not an issue. Okay. Sorry about that. I've got construction going on my street, so the dog keeps on hearing the stuff there. Portables connector. You might be going, why use this? I have that portable scrubber that I haven't used yet. I'm going to use that to fill the pollutant stage with just atmosphere. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to drop the portable scrubber onto that. That portable scrubber, it has a pressure limit on it, which it can only go so high. So it's going to work just fine to fill that up. And then if I need to add a little bit more into that system, I can just pump some more in from the atmosphere. To go along with that, I'll need probably just one filter. I'll do two though. Well, I'll just do one. It doesn't matter. I don't have that many slots in my backpack right now. Next. Ooh, I'm going to need some cable. I do not need heavy cable for it though. Let's get... Yeah, let's just do this whole thing of cable here. I need some gold. I want an active vent. That will be to cool the hot side of the hot side of the water. I want to do a... Pretty sure I can get by without this. I'm trying to think though. Well, I still need a passive vent for it at least. Or, you know, I like using cowls better. Just because I don't have to snap it to the ground, I can have it go vertical and drain that way. Makes it a little bit more compact for this thing that I'm kind of worried about compactness for. Yeah. Enough that I'm trying to get everything I need out there. What's a small direct heat exchanger? Okay, so that is going to take steel. I think I can get by without actually using a heat exchanger for that one. Should be able to. I mean, I'm using... Yeah, I think it'll work. I'm going to use a valve. And now I'm out of space again. Start setting stuff down out here just because I need to go in here, you know, do my tanks and everything. Oh, I got this here. I've been saying for like 2 episodes I've been needing to do that. I've been forgetting. Okay. Get one more there. Okay. Going to... I will need... I don't want to do the insulation yet until I've got a better picture on what needs to happen with everything else here. Oh gosh, that's getting high. Okay. So worried about that temperature. If it goes above 50, all this stuff's gonna die. Except for the switchgrass, because it doesn't care. It's like, I'm good for anything. Once I start filling these systems, I'm going to have to stay out of this room for a while. Man, that is going slow. It's because that O2 is sitting right at that level. Okay. go up to 74. That'll cool it down a little bit more. As soon as I leave here, I lose this much, volume. So it's automatically going to, stop letting out gas because it'll hit higher pressure in here. Okay.
Oxygen low.
No, it isn't. And I did go ahead and look at what it's going to take to do my, you know what? There's one other thing I wanted to grab from in here. I don't need it necessarily right now, but I'm going to take it with me. I'll hold that inside there. I'll go ahead and take it out there and get it set up. Yeah, just to get that part done with, because that's an easy thing. And it would suck to have to make another trip in here just for that piece. Yeah, I know I'm gonna have to come in here and do a bunch of pipe insulation, but that should be able to wait. Okay, let's start with the liquid pipe. 4, 5, and then I'm gonna do a let's see here. Okay. That's why you go ahead and have extra pipe. It's totally not where I was going to put it, but when I started looking at where my cabling is going to need to go, I was like, just make it vertical. And that way I can just dump the water in there. It'll go into there. This will actually suck all the water out of here. As it, this is the, well, it'll actually go this way into the, which I definitely look to see how that cross flow heat exchanger lines up before I started recording this. I just opened up a different save and looked at it, and I've already completely forgotten. This stuff here all need to be insulated eventually. Oh my gosh. You guys are all probably yelling at your computers right now, being, what is he doing? Well, I put the water on the wrong one. Not the end of the world. I'll just pick it up and move it. This one's being preloaded with, yeah, this is the regular pipe. Okay, now I got that out of the way now. You know what? Got too much stuff on me. That's why I went ahead and brought that, so I can get rid of all these things from my... Okay. I will not need liquid here at all. Or, I mean, will not need to access that liquid pipe at all. Liquid pipe I need to access is this one here, which I've already insulated. So I can't connect to an insulated pipe. So this one's going to become insulated. Then I'm going to steal it. And extra pipe, what? None of that. All right. The main thing is I need to get this setup going so that I can know if I've completely hosed myself with a lack of water, because I have to have enough water for the plants to keep growing. But I don't want to have to call in, traders quite yet. Okay. This one here is going to be... Okay, that system can be filled now. This system can be filled now. I need to make sure I can wire everything up. Well, before I do that, let me put down this cooling solution here. So that electrical plug is right there. So I'm going to go... I think this is going to work fine. When I've done this before, I've had the outside air blowing in. I'm not done putting it up there yet, but if I put it like that and then I do one-way valve, that's going to let it get some pressure going before releasing. Might be a little bit weird because that's all in the same frame, so I'm going to stick it up a little bit higher. That's just, I don't know if that's going to affect it, but that's going to reach it to the next cube up there. I know that these are particular about only drawing in air from the cube that it exists within. Okay. Let's get... Oh, dang, I need more regular pipe. Okay, this here is just going to go... These two are here going to connect up. This one here is going to be the cooling pipe that's going to go into here. So I'm going to need... I don't know, probably 2 more stacks of regular pipe. I'm done with the liquid pipe. I don't want to measure out. Well, let's make sure all these are insulated. I'm not going to insulate these 2 pipes because those are coming off. Just as soon as okay, so that rounds out there. So I'm gonna need 2 plus every other additional pipe I need. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6 plus all the additional pipe I print out on one. Yeah, I'm just gonna do 2 stacks, and then yeah, call that good. And how this will work here is like this. And that's more than enough probably. Once these get turned on. So that should be all I needed that for. Well, I'll need to fill up because when it condenses it can hold 20. Okay. Figuring out how I want to do the wiring here. If this was Vulcan, I'd use the data ports on these, but I'm not going to need to here. The temperature is always going to stay in a good range for water here, so I never need to regulate if I'm going to actually be cooling or not. It's always going to be cooling. Man, I know it looks like I have my flashlight on, but I don't. This world is just that bright during the day. It's a bit much, but there's nothing I can do about it. So I apologize for that, how washed out that looks, but I've got no control over that. Where do I want to run power here? I think probably bring it in here and then bring it to this corner. Maybe. I'm going to need more wire though too. And then, but anyway, this will be my cooling setup. 50 watts, 50 watts, 100 watts. So that's 200 watts there. Another 50, 50. So yeah, that's 300 watts total. And, well, you can wait to see how effective it's going to be. But it's going to be... I'm pretty impressed by it, at least. Ooh, look at that full battery. Okay. Came in here because I needed more pipe. I forgot I might... get rid of a ton of volume for that. There we go. That'll bleed it off. Okay. I'm going to do a setup in here to actually draw gas out of this. Well, you'll see how I actually end up doing it. It should be a little bit humorous because I can't imagine it's how most people would opt to do it, but 26. We'll see if that's enough. I can always get more of it. I want to do... no, because that's why I took those pipe utilities. Okay, I'm going to go out here. I think I got... yeah, I've got plenty of my gases there. This way I can get I don't know, I guess a more accurate count for how much adhesive insulation I need so I don't waste too much of it. Okay, so that's plugged up, so I think that's 10, maybe. 1. I don't want to put that in there yet. So it came out here 26, so I quit. I already messed up my counting. I'm going to do something that might not be the smartest. I think that will be sufficient for volume. I don't want to go too crazy on it, but I do want to have as much as I would reasonably need. It's always good to turn that off before you. Okay, because I want to take this inside with me. I need to do some. I need to fill up these sections here, and that's going to be. I haven't decided on nitrogen or CO2. I think I have enough of both. Nitrogen I don't really need. It's nice to have, but I don't necessarily need it. Whereas CO2, I have plenty of it. I will have plenty of it, but it's something that I will continuously need. That was just extra. Yeah, extra pollutant leaking, so I'm not actually, wasting anything here. If that was any other gas, I wouldn't have done it that way. Once I turn that stuff on, it'll, I'll remove these because it'll distribute throughout the system. I'm actually going to take this back in with me too. There, and I'll go ahead and do a couple pipes here, just so I don't have to come back out here with more pipes. Yeah, that should do everything. Finish up the wiring and then the insulation, fill the pipes. I'm gonna have to do several trips back and forth because I didn't print out extra canisters here, but yeah, I'll try to use up this stuff as much as I have, because once I pop this open, I'm gonna have to where was I going with that? Or I don't know. This is why you would call the portable scrubber a complete cheat item. Take one of these filters that I have now. If I do that, how much CO2? It's actually not a ton right there. Yeah, I've got a lot of CO2. Well, I've got most CO2. I don't know if I've got enough nitrogen to pull that off or not. Oh. They'll pull it till it's empty. Now's where the fun is going to begin. Because I know you were thinking, well, how am I going to get the gas from that tank into this filter? Yep. It is. It's going to be messy. What do I have here? There it is. You still need to have another. I kind of need a splitter here. Or not, a stacker. Because I don't want to babysit this, but I also don't necessarily want. Whatever. It'll be fine. I'm not worried too much. Okay, so that's going to pull in. That's all done. Get back down here. Okay. Wait. Want to make sure I have this set up so I can pull it all back into there. That's going to be. Okay. Just to make sure I have this stuff all taken care of. Okay, let's do this. I definitely could have thrown up some walls around this so that I only had 2 cubes to deal with, but instead I'm doing the whole freaking interior. But it's not big. Yeah, that's already up to... I don't think this can blow up, even if it gets to that dark red, but... got that. Let's go ahead and just... Fix that all back in there. I never did put a passive vent on that one. Why did I just grab that passive vent anyway? I grabbed it off the other one for some reason. But I don't think I actually needed to use it for anything anyway. Okay, so that's as much pressure as that's getting in there. That's fine. That's going to need some more pressure though, so I'll do one more bottle like that. Have this in here, and I think I should be able to plug it. Good thing it's not a high gravity planet. Yeah, one more can of the CO2 to fill up this one, and then I'll get everything wired up while I'm in there. I'll need to do a bunch more pipe insulation, and then water. I don't know if it still has that bugged thing with the water, but I might have to get either do a lot of trips or... Wow, I left the cow on it. What an idiot. This will absolutely be enough. I don't need to worry about anything extra. Okay, go ahead and get that in there. We're going to move this cow from there to actually, yeah. Release that pressure. That's closed up. I can start drawing that all back in now. I'll pull everything out of there. There's a tiny amount of pollutants in there. I'm not sure where that came from. But that's not good. That's going to condensate in there. It's a tiny, tiny amount though. Oh well. Okay, so that's there. We need some pipe. Or no. Do I need pipe or do I need insulation? I think I just need insulation. Um, okay. How much silicone is in there? Okay, that's good because they'll do. Oh wait, no, it's one silicone a piece, isn't it? That'll only be 10. I'm gonna need more than 10. I was hoping that maybe that would limit it, but not enough. You know what? I got room. So black for the CO2. Blue for the water. Gray for the pollutant. All right. See if that is good. Don't fill water pipe. Should be done with that pipe. I wanted to get water. It is. Yeah, there's still trace amounts. I'd rather not have the nitrogen in here yet because then I'll have to get a nitrogen filter in my suit from when I open up my helmet. So, okay. That's the only reason for that. It's not anything other than being lazy. Woohoo! Okay, so that it does 15 a yield. So that's going to get me 60 steel right there. Or take that back. 60 biomass, which is enough to do what, 240 steel. So that's beautiful. So I'll be able to pull that much an hour essentially. I didn't think that seeded though. I thought it always grew back. But if it does seed, then I'll hold out for that. I came in here to get not water to drink, but to hope that bug that was there for a while isn't still there. Oh, it is. Okay. Okay. Then I am going to have to do... That's why I checked it. I'm going to have to... Probably using that wire there coming out from here, I'll have to do a regulator so that pumps this thing to like 90% full or whatever, because I cannot be making that many trips out there to do 1 liter at a time. That should be holding 12 liters as a reference. So 1 liter is just unacceptable, really. Because I was planning on taking probably 2 tanks of that at 12 liters, 11 liters. Hopefully be able to get it running with, that much. What did I do with that cable? It was going to run up that corner. Let me check this real quick. Yeah, so that's a cable for that. I could plug it directly into this. This is on that main network out there, so that's fine. I think that's all connected now. Oh, no. Now it is. Okay, I've got power to all those systems out there. Ooh, look at that bug boy. That one's ready to go. But I am not ready for it. Go ahead and swap that. See, now that I got that programmed, I don't have to worry. I can just swap that oxygen tank every time and have no worries. Because it'll never fill more than it ought to, and yeah. So I'm gonna have to do one more pipe utility. I'll have to do a few more water pipes. I'll have to do okay. Okay. 3 megapixels. What do I have this one at? Yeah. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna insulate these here real quick. Well, I'm gonna swap out that pipe there first. I don't need to have the filling stuff on there anymore. Start insulating. Woo-hoo-hoo. How about that? Exactly enough insulation. That's all insulated there. Oh boy. That was luck. Because it absolutely was not planned. Okay, let's go ahead and paint this. If you don't have that mod on there, it's the network painter. It's so nice. That paints the entire, you can do it with cable or pipe, but it'll do the whole thing to that color. And then this is pollutant, so that gets that. This would be fine as yellow because it's just outside gas, but it's it's pollutants. So have to do a couple of extra pieces when you have other stuff in there like that. Oh, I didn't bring that back out here. I can't fire it up yet. Well, I need that, I guess, anyway, but that needs blue. I think this is already blue. Yeah. Okay. And falling off there again. Someday I'll print out some more walls and I'll have, walls or frames to cover up everything. Is there anything else I needed to do out here? I guess I will set this up. That. Did I screw that up? Got it. I'm gonna have to go grab the evaporation. I've got a labeler in there. I really should just run in there and grab it. Okay. So those two be good. But I've got these two swapped around. It should be condensation on this one and evaporation for the other side there. That's an empty battery. Well, I'll come back and I'll do that. I haven't turned them on so they don't have anything in there. That's annoying. I am done painting so I can chuck this stuff all on the ground. Drop that there. I'm going to use that for the arc welder, which I'll need. I won't need the glue. I do need to get that water going. What kind of a fool doesn't just go ahead and print out some more batteries? That would be me. I will print out more large batteries once I get how much did that leave me in here by any chance? Oh yeah, I've still got plenty in there. Okay. I was worried for no reason. Liquid pipe utility. Liquid regulator. And probably two more. Labeler. Do we have battery in it? Too many windows open. Yes, it's got a full battery. Excellent. Okay. Go back in here and get some water. And I'll go ahead and harvest the switchgrass. And those potatoes are getting real close to harvesting as well. Well, okay, at least to that initial part. This will be very, very temporary. I don't know if that just reset that light or not, but it's on a dark cycle, so at least I have that. Need one piece of pipe here. Very temporary solution. Don't get mad at me yet. Okay, that labeler that I finally picked up. I know I could have done a pump, but this isn't really something I need to go fast with. Yeah, there's more water in the pipes than there are in the tank. Okay, just gonna go out there with 10 liters. I'm gonna be right back in here to grab another bottle of that, I assume. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and harvest at that point. Ooh, go back and check my hot gas. You know, I probably will go ahead and start releasing my gas. I'll set up something in here so that the hot gas goes off into that big stockpile of to filter gases. Even though I'll have this cool down shortly. Okay. Oh yeah, I need to switch this real quick. Okay. Actually, before I do that, let's dump this water. Wait, what? There, and then I can go ahead and turn these two on. And then this should be sucked completely dry of all water and the vapor. Well, maybe. Either way, I'm going to pull that out of there because that's uninsulated. So that section there should be cooling down. This needs to come apart. That needs to come apart. A wrench now. And drill. Now a wrench. Oh, no, wrench to put it together. Oh my gosh. Come on now. Okay. Condensation chamber. You have everything right there. Why would you not? I think it could be a little bit smarter. Okay. Just crank it to the max there. And this one's going to be the one that's going to do our... It's going to regulate our temperature, so I'm going to check my notes real quick. Because I do have, I was pretty sure it was, yeah, 3580 is the standard, so, okay, 3580. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on, go ahead and turn that on. And that won't go until, you know, it's ready. So far I'm done with that. Done with that. I think. Yeah, that's already. Well, I guess that started out cold. Just need this guy here. Because that needs to just be, you know, pegging this to, you know, 339 or whatever the temperature outside is. Okay, so I do need to grab that stuff so I can fill up some more pollutants in this. I'm going to do more water in this, do another 10 liters.
Hangar caution.
Yeah, if I were to just do that and put my, if that was my waste tank, which it will be shortly, yeah, I can just pump that straight into there. That's just, oh yeah, that's nice. That's pure CO2, so I'm not wasting oxygen. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I was going to take this with me. See if I can drive anybody a little bit OCD crazy now. Okay, so I'm going to do a patch of that. Can I get back there? Oh, I can't get back there. It would definitely be better to have a Harvey doing that. Okay, so yeah, it does stay planted. So I don't need to wait for the seeds ever on this. Okay. Isn't that nice? I can stick that. That's going to be... That should be... Oh, yeah, I guess. The whole reason I came in here... Well, the reason my warnings were telling me to come in here, at least. So far, I've almost survived a month on cereal bars, granola bars. Let me just tell you. Well, no, I'm not going to tell that story, but it's one time in college I moved into the dorms, to help things get set up, and it was it was about a week before the cafeteria opened up. So I basically sustained myself on granola bars and beef jerky for a week. It was it was rough. We'll say that. Slim Jims and Nature Valley granola bars. It was, ooh boy, it was something. Okay, and boom. Now I'm gonna have to start using this to hold my stuff. I'll have to make it, since I got gray paint anyway, I'll make another one of these backpacks and do it gray, and it'll just hold my biomass reagent and my iron in there for making batches of steel, which I still had more here. Yeah. Okay, so should be all set to go back out here and get everything functional, I think. How long have we been recording? Oh, I've gone over an hour here, but I don't know if I really got any spots to really cut it. Okay, so that is full now at 20 liters, and since I'm putting everything in there colder than, yeah, that's going good. So I actually may not need to pump any more in there. It wouldn't hurt, though. I don't know that I can actually do it right now, however. Because of the storm. Because if I were to try set the portable scrubber on there, it's going to blow away. Well, it may not blow away, but it'll get damaged. And that's not something I want to do. You know what? There might be a simpler way I can fill this up here. Because it's 25 kPa atmosphere. If I... Can I manage to do this? Oh wait, I already had a cow on my stuff here. Just gonna turn that off for now. This on. If I do that, that should pressurize it, but let that suck in as much as it wants. Oh man. I think this is breathing in enough for me, but I might just force in some extra with the. That was the thing about my suit battery, wasn't it? As soon as the storm lets up, I'll put the portable back down here, and I'll do the manually forcing it in. Just because I would like to have more liquid reserved in the tank there. That'll give you more cooling capacity, I think. This has all got to come up to 10. I'm going to grab a liquid pipe radiator and a gas pipe radiator, so I can bring the temperature on that water up enough to get it into the range. Because right now I put the water in and the water is just too cold to. It hasn't heated up. It's only gotten up to 49 degrees, and it should be, atmosphere on this side, and then this side should be drop down. But because I brought in that cold stuff, I'm gonna put on some radiators so that it all gets. Wonder if I lost any more solar panels with that storm. I don't want to throw that, dang it. Okay. Whoa, no. I didn't bring that. Well, I don't need a filter for pollutants. It's all pollutants out here. Why, oh why did I even do that before? Yeah, because if I go ahead and force it up there like that, that'll start collecting excess. And look how that temperature is just going down now that it has that extra in there. Yeah. That should be all that needed. Back in here. I think I have enough water in there. I don't want to sacrifice any more water than that, really. I don't think you can force water back into devices. So I think if I were to take that out and switch it to a regular pipe, I would lose all of it because I don't have another pipe to shove the water into. So that will stay as it is. Yeah. That pipe's cooling down nicely now that I've got all that in there. Which is funny because all that heat's going into this pipe, and this pipe is still cold from the CO2 I put in there and from the cold water I put in there. So it's not stabilized yet. It looks good. It's starting to look good on this end, but that's all just a lie so far. So and when I was looking at it, I think, let's see, this is a condensation, so the water's going to be flowing from this side to that side. And I think this is the proper orientation for that cross flow radiator. That cable shouldn't be in the way there. I don't know that this cable here would actually be in the way either, since I have it running down the middle of this frame. If it was on any line on here besides that, like if it was on this one or on the edge here, I wouldn't be able to do that frame there. But I think I'll be able to put that on there. But that's after I get in bar, so, and that'll just make it more efficient. Cool. Yeah, I was gonna get those radiators. I'll slap those on there, and that'll just be a temporary thing. But that's why I wanted to save some steel. I think I saved enough steel for it. Hopefully. Oh, I didn't do my. Yeah, I can do one of each pretty easy. Okay, we're done with that. We're done with that. We're done with that. Done with that. That. And that. And that. And that. And that. Put this back on here. Done with that. Okay. There's something else I was going to go out there with. How quickly I forget, right? This should be empty now. Oh, so that one did have a lot of oxygen in it. Dang it. Guess I should have checked that. Oh, well, I still have plenty of oxygen. I'm not going to be short on that stuff. I need to fix the solar panels. Yeah, I have no idea. I couldn't have possibly missed, you know, those other solar panels, you know, for one of the cycles. Because I do them all the same way every time. So I still don't know how those ones just got destroyed. I should have painted my chambers too. I'll do that later. Oh no. I can't do that. I didn't bring that pipe out. I did still need it. Son of a gun. And there's no... Yep. No way around it. I'm going back inside. That one pipe. That's all I need. Because once I put this on that pipe, it's going to take all that liquid and it's immediately going to start evaporating. And 15 degrees, way too cold. There we go. Start going, start going. And you know what? I never had this set where I needed it to be. It needed to be 182. I think that's where my target was supposed to be for it. That should put you at 140 degrees. So we'll have to heat this up a bit. This whole system here is going to have to get quite a bit hotter before it's going to start actually functioning. It's already got plenty of liquid in there. I don't need to add anything more. Is that pressures are rising? Even with this going, this still isn't getting hot very quick, even with that radiator. I mean, if that's going to be that stable, I can go ahead and start piping that into the room here and running. Probably that'll be my next thing is running pipe along the ceiling in here and placing a radiator in each one of these each one of those squares. Now I don't have enough steel to do all that. I'll probably have to go with just a couple radiators in there to start with, but I'll eventually, put one in each block so that, each one is getting the cooling that it deserves. I don't really want to pump too much more into here.
Hydration critical.
Yeah, I think I could take this one now at least. And then it's up to 290. Pressure on this side isn't getting. It's like I didn't even change that. Well, if that's putting out colder, if it can manage to do it to 83, that puts this at 20, which means this thing here would be basically doing nothing except making sure it's stable. Not a bad thing. If this could be done with a single phase with just the water, that'd be pretty impressive. Kind of disappointing in a way too, because it's so simple. Ooh, 48 degrees. I should have brought some. Should have brought that pipe in here to go and start running it. I need insulated pipe, and then insulated pipe just because there's still some on the outside. Once it's in this room, it can be regular pipe, but I think I still need one piece of insulated. But I'm at 48 degrees in here, which I do not like. So, hey. Oh, I guess I ought to eat one more granola bar. Go and hold this on me. I want. What do I still need for outside? I've got 9 steel. What's another radiator cost? 2 steel. I'm gonna do 2 more radiators. I'm going to use the rest of my steel on insulation. Okay, and then I can't remember if you can just glance at a pipe meter and see the temperature or not, but I want to try it. Not that I'm going to have a shut off in here, but if I assume that the outside is now good, I don't think I had anything else on that stuff I had to do except for wait. Yeah, that's insulated. I'm not sure if everything that's, I think everything that goes along this wall is going to have to be insulated. And then when I get to here and turn it in one spot, I don't need to do the insulation. That's why I printed off, use the rest of my steel on that insulation. Oh shoot, that wasn't what I wanted. Have to have that wrench in your hand, but you have to have it in the non-active hand. Okay. I want to see if. Oh, did I just do? I did a liquid pipe meter. Son of a gun. I wanted a regular pipe meter. Okay. Now I think the important spot here is going to be to have one in there because the plants plants create heat, and that light probably does as well. And I'm not going to have enough pipe to reach the next spot I wanted to do. I was just going to run along here. Yeah, not quite to the wall, but that's because I do plan to extend this out one, like I had mentioned, and so when I do that, that'll allow this to, I'll be able to get these, and then I'll just branch over and get the square next to it pretty easily as well. Now temperature in here is already down to 34. So or wait, it's 42. Why was I seeing? I don't know. Anyway, that's going to start cooling things down, I think. Get this out of the way. What about, oh yeah. So, son of a gun. I'm going to need to go out there and grab some liquid pipe. Because as I was saying, you can't force it through devices. So when I pull this off, I'm going to have to put a pipe in here and then take this one, then take that one, then pull this one out and replace it with just the turn. So I don't want to lose any of that water. It's way too precious to me. So okay. What more pipe? That pipe. Don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. That at least gives me enough to use that next radiator. I'll go ahead and stick it down here in this end. And then I'll, stick one there and that. I don't think it matters where it's at within the cube, but I'll put it in the middle just for, I'll do it with this one too, just to, that one's not happening unless I do one more pipe. Yeah, I don't think that matters. That's just. Okay, get this out of there now. I think doing it like that, I haven't lost any water anywhere. I still have a lot of water here, so apparently it didn't take as much as I was worried about. Okay, that's, look at that. That potato's up to thriving now because I got that temperature down a little bit. Thriving, thriving. Moderate will on the fern, that's, whatever. It's a fern. It is strictly there to give me more extra oxygen. Now that absolutely messed up my stuff there, but that's fine. I didn't want to leave that like it was. So yeah, I thought the regular EVA suit couldn't handle temperatures over like 200 Celsius, and then they did this new brutal start update, and they have you playing Vulcan in their regular suit. So apparently that is a thing you can do. I didn't think you could be. I thought that suit would immediately start deteriorating if you were, you know, anywhere out there when it wasn't the dead of night. So apparently that's not the case. So this start could have definitely been in an EVA suit. I think it might burn through your battery and your tank, shooting it to the waste tank more, but um, yeah, might be something to look at going forward with the the stuff. I'm just going to do one more checkout here. I don't think I need any of this stuff anymore. I just want to, you know, check my temperatures on everything. I can't remember if I still have that liquid radiator on either, is the thing. Okay, so no, I've taken that off. Okay, that's 130, 290. I haven't seen anything come into this condensation chamber yet. But you know what? I had that on 82 before. I'll put it at 103 or 80. Yeah, I'd put it about 100. So, you know what? I'm gonna put it back there. Put it back at there because I apparently don't have enough in there anyway to get to that higher pressure. And maybe yeah, now the condensation chamber is going to work. Apparently, I don't have enough water in there to keep that, you know, toward the outputting 140 degrees, which is fine. It's fine. Now the question is, what does water need at? Okay, so that needs to be almost 4 megapascal. So that's got to build up quite a bit of pressure yet. Yeah, hopefully this will equalize a bit and it'll get over there. I'm going to remove this piece here, push that water back into that pipe, which, you know, should mean that this gets the pressure up a bit, because there wasn't much liquid there. It was mainly gas. With that, a stable 104. Yeah, so that would be just under 5. So yeah, so yeah, I have that cranked up to 6, but it obviously doesn't need to be there. Um, yeah. Okay, well that's a battery dead for my tablet. So, and I've already gone way too long with this. And honestly, unless I figure out how to do like some double time stuff in there when I'm just staring at the tablet, then it'll be a long episode. But people will watch it or they won't, and you know, if they don't want to watch something that long, hopefully they leave me comments. If it's not an issue, you know, maybe leave me a comment as well. So, um, yeah, next time I guess let's see that. I mean, if that cooling solution is good, um, probably let's go ahead and expand that room in there next time. Why not? And with that stuff, with the cooling going, that'll be a strong enough cooling. I think I'll go ahead and use windows in there. Do steel walls with windows. I'll need to do some more steel, but hey, that seems like it could be a good solution to me. And then we'll also put up more solar when we do that too. So can never have too much basic solar panels. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.